Hey, it's Bunny Muffins here again. I'm going to go over the 9.17 patch notes for Teamfight Tactics. We have a new champion joining, and it is Pantheon. Let's see what he does. Pantheon's 5 gold, so that is a nerf to Swain, Kale, and all the other legendaries. So it'll tune down nobles a little bit, which is great. It is a guardian, and his ability is Grand Starfall. Pantheon leaps in the air, and he jumps down towards the furthest enemy, stunning them, and they take % max health damage. Then they burn for additional 20 for true damage over 10 seconds and applies grievous wounds. Okay, that's pretty interesting. That's actually that sounds really good, at least, because it stuns someone for a long time and it does a lot of damage AoE. That actually sounds sick. One interesting thing is that he's a guardian and he's a dragon, so that's a buff to shapeshifters and Aurelian Soul comps with Shyvana, because with Guardian stacking with Dragon buff, it's actually an insane combo. Though it might not be smart to put items on Pantheon due to Hex Tech, because any Guardian with items risk Hex Teching all their important people that they're supposed to actually protect. But it'll be interesting to see how people position Pantheon and itemize him. First, Carousel now has all 2-cost units. I don't like that change. I kind of like having the skill to know when to take a 1-cost unit with an item that you really want. I don't like this change at all. Ghost armies now benefit from trait bonuses. It'll be interesting to see how strong they actually are with this, because right now if you face a ghost, it's like a free win. But if ghosts are the same strength as they are regularly, then there's like, you actually don't want to face a ghost because you can beat them and not actually gain anything. Attack speed cap has increased from 2.5 to 5.0. Okay, that's awesome. So Rage Blade is slightly stronger now, as well as anyone who passes the attack speed cap, such as Rangers. And tooltips have been updated to be more clear. All right, that's good. Assassins reworked to add a bit more consistency. Okay, so instead of having only critical strike damage, they added critical strike chance. I like this change overall because it does make it more consistent, let's be real. So they hit that right on the nail there. It'll be interesting to see. I think this is actually a nerf to Rengar because he gains crit chance in his ultimate. And since the critical strike damage is actually lowered, I actually think Rengar will do a little less damage now, which is fine since he is by far the best assassins with items on it. But I think for the most part, Riot has said that their overall damage should stay the same, so I'll just trust them on that. But I do think this is a nerf to Sword of the Divine and a buff to Infinity Edge. Unfortunate, since I think they should buff Sword of the Divine. Let's see if they did that in this rundown. Hextech item disabled duration reduced by 1 second. That's good. It is a little strong. Nobles nerfed 60 to 50, 35 to 25. I actually don't like this at all. People have found some counters to Nobles, so you could beat them unless they high roll like Yasuo 2 or have an insane early and mid game. They also added Pantheon, which is a 5-cost unit, and as we discussed before, that's already a Noble nerf. So I think this is overdoing it a bit. I don't agree with this at all. Noble should be strong because it's hard to get and risky to get. Rangers, making Rangers more consistent. Double attack speed chance increase. That's not what consistent means. This is just making Rangers stronger. So they should change the wording on that. This means consistent because that means they don't have big bursts where they crit a bunch of times in a row for 125%, or they don't crit at all and then you cry a little bit on the inside. That's what consistent means, but they just made Rangers stronger. But that's fine. I don't really think Rangers are in that bad of a spot, but all right, whatever. Shapeshifters, we're making it a little easier for shapeshifters to transform. Nidalee, mana down by 15. Jace, armor increase. Jace will now transform even if there's no one to knock away. No, that's a good change. Shyvana, whoa. Shyvana reduced by 15 and Gnar reduced by 25. I don't know what the developers are thinking, because remember how we added this person and he's a direct buff to Guardian Shapeshifter comps and Dragon comps? Why are they buffing all the Shapeshifters then? That is insane. If I had to guess, guys, like, Shapeshifters right now are already pretty playable. They're not ideal, but if you get them, you can play them and place pretty decently. And Gnar's always been very strong. They buffed Gnar last patch. They're buffing him again now. And this is the biggest. This is by far much bigger than last week's buff because his transforms, all that really matters. His attack damage isn't what makes him strong. But this is insane. Along with Shyvana and adding in Pantheon, there's going to be a lot of Shyvana this week. Get ready. Yeah, this is stupid in my opinion. Yordle's sticking with our consistency theme here. Again, this isn't consistency. This is just a straight up buff. Just say we're buffing Yordles, which is fine. Yordles aren't that strong because a lot of people are building RFC or there's a lot of magic damage right now. Because mainly it's just Gangplank comps. But again, this is not consistent. This is just making them stronger. Graves adjusted his interaction with Rapid Fire Cannon. He maintains a bonus range, but now it narrows his bullet spread like a shotgun choke. All right, that's good. Graves was kind of funny, but it was a little too ridiculous with like double RFC, so I agree with this change. Warwick health buffed. That's weird. Warwick doesn't need a buff. He's there for to enable Ari, who's very strong. So I don't think he needs a buff, but I guess they think so for some reason. Lissandra buffed. I'm good with that. More health. Mana lowered, but the initial mana is increased from 75 to 85. And ability damage increase. Yeah, I'm fine with this change. She's still not going to be very good because, honestly, her ultimate just doesn't do that much compared to others. But maybe with the lowered mana, she's much more playable now. And maybe you wouldn't replace Lissandra with Anivia as quickly as you would before. Relentless Pursuit's second shot now scales with Lucian's attack speed. That's pretty good. I don't know how that would work, but I'd have to see the tooltip to figure that out. Gangplank ability damage reduce. Oh, that's actually a lot. It's like 25% reduced. That's maybe a little too much. I agree that Gangplank shouldn't be strong because he has so many trait bonuses, but man, that's a pretty big nerf. Like, yeah, we probably won't see him that much. I mean, he's good for the on-hit effects, but with Nobles being nerfed a lot too, there's just not... I don't see much reason to play him. Because 25% damage is a lot. I don't agree with that. Leona stun, 5, 8, 11 seconds to 5, 7, and 9 seconds. So they said they were going to change how Leona works, but this isn't really that much of a difference. If you get... So... Level 3 is irrelevant, right? No one gets level 3 Leona. But, oh no, I'm stunned for 1 less second when 8 seconds is already an eternity. This doesn't change anything in the game. Why would they even make this change? They might as well just take another week to think about how to change Leona. Healing changes. Oh, I like this. So Grievous Wounds now only reduces healing by 80%. 100% like that. Bloodthirster healing reduced. Hextech reduced. Swain healing reduced, and redemption reduced. I agree with all of these. You shouldn't 100% negate healing. That's just ridiculous. So I'm very happy that they made this change, and all the other changes were just to adjust it so Bloodthirster and Swain aren't taking over games single-handedly. This is the best change this patch. And then we got some bug fixes here. I won't really go over those. I don't think that's big impact. And they updated some VFXs and mute player emotes and pings. That's it for the patch. This is by far the best change, and we're going to see a lot of these guys coming in, especially with the Grievous Wounds change. Grievous Wounds counters all Shyvana stacking comps because she builds Hextech Gunblade, she builds Warmogs, things of that nature. Swain, huge with... Even though Swain's healing's reduced, the fact that he can even heal a little bit is huge now. And especially with Pantheon coming in, man, these shapeshifters are going to be dangerous. I don't understand this Gnar thing, but we'll see how it is. That's completely bonkers. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys. I probably won't do a review for the small patch. I'll just go over every big patch every 2 weeks, but thanks so much for watching. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Feel free to comment, subscribe, and ring that bell icon. And don't forget to smash that like button. Each like is 1 LP I gain before the next video.